Small to medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, play a critical role in the development of any nation. With this in mind, the Kenyan government undertook to train entrepreneurs in the export trading. The first-year program had training on Kenyan export trade and on-site consulting.
Business management cluster training. The cluster training involves 3 modules. Module 1, which I am a member of the team and of a team of consultants and trainers from KIVI. We are 6 in number, and all of us usually have given each other, each one of us has his own responsibility, so that at any time he will always be in charge of that particular of the particular topic that we are going to handle. And the simple topic and the 3 topics are entrepreneurship, business strategy, and lastly, marketing strategy. The main reason being, if our SMEs, because most of them start off simply by being in business, or they lack jobs and they just ventured into business, not knowing the skills that are required, then it was important to up the skills of business management, and they will at least work in a systematic flow which can have a positive end result. The second module comprises production and quality, and that module is headed by our able professional, Zach, and I believe you all know him, Zach Waithaka. Kindly tell us, is it Zachariah or Zach? Or you prefer Zach? Thank you. Or it could be Zakayo, actually. Now, all right. Thank you very much. The third module is headed, this is gender balancing, by our very able Kenyan professional, that is Mercy Kiogora. I've pronounced it right, I hope. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thanks for the smile. All these are supposed to work out a formula of assisting the SME. Now, in the previous year, we started off by each individual having their own companies, but we were not integrating. We were not working in a system. Only in the cluster training were we giving a whole package. But when we went to the on-site training, there was some lack. And that is why, with the guidance of our project manager, it was thought wise. We have an integrated system whereby we can all work together, which this year, the 3rd year of the program, is focusing on making sure the module 1, 2, 3 is well catered for by the selected SMEs that have been chosen, have been picked. Business strategy. But it was important for us to understand how we are linking up the Kaizen business management cluster training with the export trade training. So it will be more or less, not 100%, but the objective is some graduates, interested graduates from the KIBT level can be elevated to the EPC level of export trade training. In order to have a holistic approach in terms of making sure our SMEs can also turn to be exporters. Simply, what I mean is that, for example, in Kariobangi, you may find businesses that have been there for 20 years. They are well nourished, but they don't want to come out of their box. They still want to, they are resisting growth. It was viewed important that the same group that has been trained by the KIBT lecturers can also be elevated to the level of export trade training, to the EPC level of training, so that now they can be trained on exports, because they are good examples for success. Meaning, without the input of KIBT, our business levels will always still be at the low level. They will be working as if they are guessing. But now, when you give them professional business training, then at least a good average must be ready to turn for exports. That is why the ground must be laid. And I appreciate the fact that the project manager viewed the collaboration between KIBT and EPC as vital. The truth of the matter is, because I have been with the program for long, through the EPC, we were getting students, participants, coming at the EPC level, but required a lot of groundwork. And that is why the base should be cemented and is very strong when KIBT was engaged. And that is how the link comes in. KIBT can train the strict basics of business, can encourage our businesses, but they will be encourage them with the purpose of them turning out to be exporters in future. If they are not knowledgeable in business, how will they export? It will be a challenge. And that is where now Module 1 came in. What comprises Module 1? Entrepreneurship. This is giving our SMEs the element of innovation, turning them, in simple, I usually talk of turning them from traders. The cluster training has an approach that we will train in class and they will understand what we are training them. But there was need for more than that. That is why the on-site training came by. There's a principle, maybe you'll assist us, Bonatamada. Genchi Gebutsu. Please tell us about it. Gemba Gebutsu. On-site. It is going practically on site so that you can see and feel with the SME. And that is the approach we took, I believe. That is the approach we took. The KIBT team and the professional consultants had to walk with the SMEs, feel their challenges. Actually, to a particular point, there were challenges even to us. And also, we ensure they understand the basic principles of marketing. Let me give you a case study here, whereby an organization, very well equipped, you walk in that door, you are impressed. Everything is well organized and waiting to run. But the only problem is that there is no inflow of funds. So we went through this organization, discussed with it. We did not know the problem was actually bringing in money, the cash flow. There was no cash flow. But because the premises, the shop floor is beautiful, any bank was ready to give them money. And they continued, they could just ask for loan and they could be given. But now, there was no money there was no inflow of money. There was no cash in. So at the end of the day, we came to realize that there was no selling points. So we had to deliberately force, I don't know whether it is forcing or encouraging, I don't know which word we can use here. And actually with the able hands of one of us, Fikrini Grace, we were able to identify spots that she can sell by only getting a contact through Grace, who enabled getting an outlet at Village Market, and now she has 4 sites whereby she can get at least some money coming in. Then we now refocus to exports. These are the simple basics that we get on the ground, but all in all, it is appreciated, considering that it is not their fault. But the moment KIBT and the professional consultants were engaged, it is us to open up the window and give and hand over the chance to them, because it has been enabled by the project